Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hashtag what up? Can you hear me, world? How do I make it? Can I make it share my screen? Yeah. Can I make it share my screen? Yeah. Can I make it share my screen? Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Tell me if you can hear me. How do I make it share my screen? Can you guys hear me? Whoa, that's so dope. Tell me if you can hear me. How do I make it share my screen? Can you guys hear me? Sources. What's this sources thing? Tell me if you can hear me. How do I make it share my screen? Display window capture. Yeah, sure. What's the sources thing? Oh, okay. So, um, I just found this game window capture that I played on. Oh, okay. So I just found this game that I played on. What's it called? Hang on, let me turn this audio off. That I played on. Hang on, I'm like listening to myself. Okay, that's better. So I just found this game that I played on Fix a while ago. Maybe we can look at it briefly. It's a game I haven't looked at it, so maybe it's really shitty. Um, so this is a game I'm playing Team Black, pseudo chess. What the fuck? Can I make this bigger? Yeah, sweet. All right. So, how do I make it this bigger? No, stupid Facebook. See full conversation. Yeah, I guess whatever. I just know I want the text bigger so I can look at it on my second monitor. Whatever. Should I switch careers and instead be a Facebook monitor, a Facebook streamer, YouTube streamer? Anyway, so I'm playing Team Black, and um, so here's what happened. Um, I'm in Baba's chess. How do I use this stupid program again? Okay. Oh, so I won this game. Good. Wait, no. I was playing Team White. So I'm playing Team Black. Yeah. So we had a Sicilian. There's a closed Sicilian. So I played E6. Bishop B5. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think of this move. I don't know. I don't really like it, but whatever. I get to play A6 and kick his bishop for free. So he puts his bishop on E2. Which I guess makes sense, but I don't know. Now White's played this useless bishop move, and I played A6 and kicked it back. Okay. So I decided to develop my knight. Put his knight on F3. I put my knight on F6. Things are going pretty well. D4. Decided to take it. He took it. This feels like a main line of some shit. I don't know. Wait, really? You can only see the third rank? Yeah, I'm reading a little bit too. Um, okay. So, are you guys up to speed now? Now it's too small. Now it's too small. First you can't see most of it. Now it's too small. Alright, how's this? Is this better? I just made it really big. Sweet. So, yeah. I don't know. Now we're here. Why are you knowing, Ali? No. Cool. So, um, I played bishop b7. I don't know. I'm gonna play f4. I don't know. I mean, these are moves. Like d6. What? Does it work now? Does it work now? It looks like it's working now on my screen. Back one set like this, right? Like this, right? All right. Oh, okay. So are you guys? So I'm gonna zoom out now a little bit. How about? Oh shit! I just hang on. Are they back? Are they back? They're not back, eh? Well, what if I go here and now? Okay, so what if I do this? That work? Do anything? No. What if I did this? I went here, And now I like reset the size of this screen. Like reset it. Oh, something happened. So, did this. Did I just break everything? Did I just break it all? I don't know why it like thinks I'm zoomed in. Alright, let's try this one. Alright, I might have got it now. So yeah. Is it a little better? Is it better now, Aaron? Yeah, so d6, f4, f4, d6. Knight takes c6 is kind of, I don't know, it's whatever. So I took it. And then he castled, and I played queen b6 check. He moved his king over, and I castled. Big queen e1. Then I played bishop b7. That looks pretty good, I think. Bishop b7. Queen h4, he wants to attack my king. But I didn't care, so I played d5. Played e5. Played knight e4, because I thought that looked good, I guess. He took my bishop. Oops. Oh, but I played knight f2. Okay. So he played king g1. And then I played knight h3. Oh, this is why I picked this game. Oh, dope. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty, right? That's a nice checkmate, right? Coming back from... Wait. Let's see when Ali gets back. What do you think, what do you think, Aaron? Did that game make sense? Yeah, that's right. I won. So the point was e5, knight e4. The idea of knight e4 was that he takes a bishop. Then I have this like smothered mate idea. So I guess he takes the bishop, queen takes bishop, knight f2. I think white is winning here because after knight f2 he just takes it. Create new variation, and then queen takes, and then how does black survive? I mean, white just has uh, uh, a knight and a bishop for the rook, which is better, and I don't know. Black's gonna play something like this. Oh wait, no, it's white has even more material because white's just taking this bishop. Yeah, sure. So I was losing, right? I was losing um, until my opponent messed up and played King G1 here when he needed to have taken it. So yeah, that was my game. Basically, but I got a really cool checkmate, right? This was a cool checkmate. This is a really cool checkmate, right? Um, yeah, King G1. I mean, come on. You don't get to play these every day, right? Like, you know that's a good one. And now, all right, so let's look. Want to look at another one? There's another one on here. I wonder if it's something similar, or is it something dumb of mine? Did I win this one? What the hell happened? So it looks like we have Evans Gambit. I played the Evans Gambit exclusively for a while. If I played the D4 line, he took it. So this seems like a mistake. H6. I don't know. Aaron, do you know this Evans Gambit? There's a Bobby Fischer game in this kind of line that we teach in Silver Knights. Do you know it? It's worth seeing if you don't know it. I'll show it to you if you don't. Fischer versus Fine. Okay. Um, maybe I'll show that game next. But so this game is cool. So I don't like H6. I mean, it makes sense, but this square on. Can you see? Can I highlight things? Do you know if I can like highlight things? I don't think I can highlight things. Anyway, yeah. So all right. So whatever. H6. So I put bishop A3. I wanted to just keep his king in the center. So, but he wanted to castle, so he played D6. But I played queen B3. And the point of this, like with the queen and bishop like this, um, the knight can often come to fork on A5, but when the bishop's on A5, the knight can't go there. So the queen and bishop are safe like this. But so he played queen F6, and I took his pawn. He played knight G7, and I played bishop B2. To put my bishop on the same diagonal as the queen. Right? Yeah. So, I don't know. If the general consensus is that if black can castle, then he's safe. So he played queen G6. And I played knight H4. And he played queen H5. So I played F4. This doesn't seem like a good move. Oh, it is a good move, because if he takes my knight, I take his pawn. And then his king's stuck in the center, maybe. So he castled instead. So I brought my queen over. Yeah, this is a fierce attack. So he took my pawn. But I wasn't afraid, so I took it. He put his queen there. My queen back. Am I just winning? Yeah, now I'm just winning. I have a piece and he's only got 2 pawns, so he played c5 and I attacked his queen. His queen came back. I put my bishop back. Brought his bishop back. Put my queen up. He blocked it. I checked him. Yeah, that was pretty good. Checking him, yeah. Finally, I developed my last knight. But he still can't develop his bishop, so that's pretty good. He played d5. I just took it. Queen g4. Why does he want to trade pieces? I'm winning. I don't. Why did I not want to trade queens? Maybe because it's like, oh, why did I take his knight? I don't know. Oh, because if I take his knight, do you see why I don't take his knight, Aaron? So yeah, I don't take his knight um, because then he just has c5, c4. Oh, I just said it. Aha. Because if I play bishop takes knight, he has c5, c4, and my queen and king are in danger, and his bishop, right? So I gotta take his bishop or some shit. I don't know, right? Oh no, maybe I just block it. Oh, but then I lose this knight. Yeah, yeah, because then he takes it, and I take it, and he takes my knight, and I'm like, shit. Now I'm only up by one piece, which I guess was what I was up before. I don't know. Maybe I could have just taken it. Wait, so what did I do? I played h3 and kicked his queen away. Then I played f5. Oh yeah, haha, c4, boom, nice. So he put his knight on e7, I don't know. So I put my king over. My knights are pretty good now. Oh, he took my pawn. Oh, shit. What the hell? This doesn't look very good for him. I guess I'm just up a piece now. How exciting. He resigned. Sweet. Alright. So that was some random game I played against some random dude on the internet. Instead of that, let's look at this Bobby Fischer game. I used to have this memorized, but I'm going to just bring it up on my computer here. So, this is a very exciting chess game. Bobby Fischer was playing Team White. Ruben Fine was playing Team Black. This game was actually played in 1963 in New York City, like at a bar after the main tournament was being played. So this is kind of a sideshow. Like in Ruben Fine, this is probably his most famous game. Imagine if your most famous game, like you were a pretty respected master, and your most famous game was um, getting crushed by Bobby Fischer at a bar in New York in 1963 after like your normal chess, adventures at a tournament, right? So we had e4, e5, Italian game. Um, Ruben Fine he was a professional psychologist, and then he quit to become a chess player, which I think was kind of interesting. You don't see that very very often. But so Bobby Fischer played the speculative b4. Ruben Fine took it, and then we have c3, and the bishop is kicked back to a5. And the idea of this is kind of subtle. Well, not really subtle, but like it's a nice study of how much is a pawn worth in terms of tempo, in terms of center control, in terms of development, in terms of initiative. And you see here that white gives up the b4 pawn in order to distract black's bishop from the center. So the idea is that after b4, bishop takes b4, c3, bishop a5, white gets to play d4, and then white gets his pawns in the center, he gets to castle, all his pieces developed, right? So d4, e takes d4. So you might say, hang on, Bill, why did Bobby Fischer give up another pawn, right? Well, it turns out that this is actually, uh, it's actually it's a possible way for white to play. So he castles, and now it's canonically known, it is known in theory that black cannot take the pawn on c3. And Ruben Fine, I don't know if he like forgot the theory, because it was known at that time too. This is not new. All these 7 moves so far are, uh, it was theory known at the time. So after castles, um, Ruben Fine decided to take the pawn on c3. This is bad news for Ruben Fine because you're playing Bobby Fischer. It's gonna get fucked up. So queen b3 comes. Hey, remember that idea I had with putting my queen and bishop on this diagonal, attacking f7, and the knight can't fork them because the bishop's there? Bobby Fischer stole my idea. And now queen e7 came, defending f7. Okay, whatever. So he took it, took the pawn. Ruben Fine's like, I'll put my knight on f6. Like this isn't too bad. But Bobby Fischer realized that in this position, okay, he realized in this position, if black's queen was on this square, if black's queen was on d5, I think, then bishop b2 would be good. I think that's what he realized. If there were no knights on the board and black's queen was on e5, bishop b2 is good and rook e1 is good. So let's see what happened. So knight d5. The queen can't take the pawn because then Bobby Fischer takes this knight and doubles black's pawns. Bishop is coming here, and the rooks are coming to e1, and there's a skewer, right? So let's look at that just to show it. Knight takes. Wait, is that what I was saying? Maybe you just play bishop b7 here. And I don't know what black is doing. Like this bishop is so good, and these pieces are so good. Um, I don't know. Yeah, so now even rook e1's a threat because the bishop takes it and the rook just takes it back. But okay. But alright, so instead of that, Ruben Fine, he decided to take it. And Bobby Fischer took it back with the pawn. Now knight e5, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, wham bam, steal the van. Bobby Fischer gets to play bishop b7. His bishop's just so good. E4, or sorry, e5, e6, or sorry, d5, d6 is going to be good. So Ruben Fine plays his queen over to g5, right? Hooray. Defending this square. But now Bobby Fischer realizes that there's actually a mate here. Bobby Fischer finds a mate in a couple from this position, and there's a. I'll give you a minute to, or I'll give you a couple seconds to see if you can find it, Aaron. And don't look at the side. So yeah, just message the chat or whatever when you're done. Um, so those are both ideas that you need to keep in mind, but they're not the way to mate here. Um, so let's give a couple moves actually and see, because it's kind of hard to see from this position if you don't know it already. So we have another pawn sacrifice, h4, and now queen takes h4. And now does this help you see the mate threat now that we are at this position? So rook to e1 is an idea to keep in mind, but we can't do that first. Instead, we have bishop takes g7, threatening the rook. And, incidentally, yeah, bishop takes g7, rook, rook g8, getting the bishop out. Um, and now, after rook e1, king d8, now let's see if you can find the last move by Bobby Fischer. Because there's no mate. There still isn't checkmate, right? The king just moved aside. So yeah, so you have to keep the bishop in mind. But now, where does a bishop want to be, Aaron? And then how do you make it get there? So what's your move? Give me a line, Aaron. Give me a line. So what do you do if what do you do if what do you do if he takes the queen? And what do you do if he doesn't take the queen? What if I just go here? And then what? After queen h3, queen g5, what have you accomplished? Right? Yeah, so what so so queen h3, what's black's move? Is that e5? E5 is this one? Oh, you want to go here. The point is that no matter what black does, let's say he takes it, right? The checkmate is this. See the checkmate? Yeah, queen g3 is what's up. The point is this square is weak. It's kind of neat, right? How do I show the board things? Look at all these dumb little things I can do. Oh shit. Ugh. Whatever. I just... Alright. You want to do another game? No. This is Windows 7. Um, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, let me see if I can get it to show. Um, oh wait, drop remove arrow. If I can get it to show the algebraic coordinates. Let me see if I can get it to show the coordinates. Okay, how's this? Looking good? Let's do one more. Um, Let me get the game here. This is Mikhail Tal versus Kirchnoy, and Tal's pretty good. Kirchnoy is also pretty good. Let's do it. So Tal's playing white. Kirchnoy is playing black. This game was played in the uh, USSR Championship of 1958. Um, and so here we have e4. So Mikhail Tal wants to lose because he allows Kirchnoy to play the French. So that's one way to get a loss, is to play the French against Kirchnoy. And so we have d4, d5. Okay. Knight c3. And now I really like this game because it's in my favorite. This is my favorite line to play as black, with the bishop b4 shit. So e5 is the best move. c5, a3, bishop takes c3, b takes c3. Knight e7 is good. Queen g4. So do you remember from the Bobby Fischer game we saw, Aaron? Fischer versus Kirchnoy. Um, Instead of playing Queen g4 here, I think Fischer played a4. He played a4 first. But that was a blitz game. So in here, Tal played Queen g4 instead. Knight f5. This is kind of strange. Nowadays, people would play Queen c7 instead. That's better. Castles is better. Yeah. But Knight f5 is like, nowadays Knight f5 is like one of those moves where you're like, oh, like the old masters would play this, and like people of like 2,000 strength might play this, but not if you're like a modern day master. This feels like an old master mistake. I don't really know why. Knight f5, bishop d3, attacking the knight. h5. What the fuck? Kirchnoy, you're crazy. See, Kirchnoy's crazy. Look at this shit. The queen goes back. Then he takes on d4. Like, bro. So the knight comes out now, I guess. And now queen c7. And Kirchnoy's like, nah, I don't really care about like anything. I'm just going to play queen c7 after I've done all this other garbage. So queen c7, rook b1. Rook b1, just getting the rook off of this c3 fork. So like, if not rook b1, let's say like pick a dummy move, or say like he just took back, right? The point is, there's this nasty little fork. Ouch. So, you could guard like this, but then you just take it with the pawn, right? Now this pawn's a big thorn. So, none of that. You take it like this, then you take it with the pawn, and now this pawn's a big thorn. So, we didn't have any of that. Yeah, so here he could castle, but then you just take it with the pawn, right? And now, black's down 0 pawns, white's down 2 pawns. And this is the kind of position where white wants to be up a pawn instead of down 2 pawns. And actually, yeah. So, like, to put that in perspective, Aaron, let's go back a little bit. So, typically, black plays queen c7 now, and then this happens. He takes on g7. This comes, and then this comes, right? Do you remember this? We talked about this briefly a little bit. Knight c6, knight e2, bishop maybe like takes, or some shit here maybe. So this is the kind of position white wants to get, where white is up a pawn, but black has like compensation because his pieces are so good, and his king is very strong in the center. Nobody says that, but I say that. So, but instead of that, we get this other position, where if he castles, then black is just enjoying this a lot. So, because he's not down any pawns, right? He's not down any pawns, and I don't know. Not being down any pawns is good for black here. And he's up 2, so I don't know. Okay, so rook b1 takes it. Hooray. Took on c3. g4. A very creative move by Kirchnoy, designed to unsettle and exploit this pin along the h-file. So, knight e7, knight running away is good. And Kirchnoy's like, give me that pawn. Just give it to me. So, knight c6. So, one minor point here now is that in the other game, or in this line, remember, with like this, I made this move in this line. I made this move knight e2, and I didn't really explain why knight e2 and not knight f3, but the point is kind of becoming apparent now. So the point of knight e2 is to defend c3, and also to allow f2, f4 to be mobile. So let's go back to our current game, and white has now messed up his pawn structure, and f2, f4 is not possible. So, yeah. Knight c6, bishop f4 to defend this pawn. Knight g6. Now there's like a counter pin. Like all these, there's like tons of pins on the h file. Like, what's up with that? I don't know. It's crazy. So the bishop retreats to g3, but Kirchner can just take it, right? And now look, the knight's in the way. So if this knight was like here, then f2, f4 would be possible. But instead, it's not. So he takes it, and now king f1 first. I don't know why. Bishop d7. Fair enough. Queen h4. f6. Takes the pawn. Takes the pawn. Man. What? Rook takes b7. Oh, this is dope. Yeah, Kirchner is badass. Look at this. Oh, both play. Look, I like this. We got king f1 and king f8. Rook g1, g5. Kirchner is like, I don't know, just plays with no fear. Mikhail Tal's like, all right, I'll put the fear in you. But the king to g7, a calm move. Just getting his king out of the way, saying, you know what, you may have a connected passed g pawn, because it's connected to this h2 pawn, right? You may have connected passed g and h pawns, but guess what? My king's on g7, you're not going nowhere. So Mikhail Tal tries to uh, use those. But with this timely check, right, d5, d4 is a nice check. You see d5, d4 a lot in these structures. Sometimes it's even done as a pawn sacrifice in the opening. Another one sacrificing 2 pawns, but okay. But instead of that here, Kirchner is just like, I just want to trade things. And he dies. And the king goes back. The queen goes up a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's coming here. Maybe it's coming to a2 and then down. Yeah. So, okay. So queen f4, queen e5, h6, rook just takes it, queen takes it. What is going on? Oh, because he wants to get a queen this way. But this is pretty cool, because Kirchner's just like, nah. And he takes on g3. And Mikhail Tal resigned. Because if he takes the queen, he takes this one, and lots of pawns. 2 pawns extra. And, well, what else are you going to do? So yeah, that's my thoughts on some famous chess games. Hope you enjoyed it. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching. This is my first ever YouTube stream. Goodbye.